Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a great video for you today. Yes. GTA 6 trailer has dropped. I love it. I'm a big fan. Little bit of program note. Monday, I interviewed Michael DeSantis, or Ned Luke, the real actor who plays Michael DeSantis in GTA 5. And we did a two-part interview. That's going to be airing, and the first one's coming out this weekend. You got to hear him. He's an interesting, smart, funny guy. We really connected, and so Michael DeSantis or Ned Luke is on, and it's released this weekend. First part of 2 is releasing, so that's going to be a great video. Now I am going to review, GTA 6 trailer that just dropped. So we're going to get into this, and boy, let me tell you what, right before I start, this really excited me, and I'm going to tell you why. This is in my backyard. This is South Florida, when I was a gangster, when South Florida was running wild. So yes, you guys are going to see some good stuff here right today. And I'll tell you what, a lot of these pictures, a lot of this area gives me goosebumps because I know it so well. So let's start right away.
You see?
I love it. I got to stop right away, and I'm going to do that a lot during this video. I'll tell you why. Look at it. She's in the prison. She's getting released from prison. Now, the prison here seems pretty big. There is no prison in downtown Miami, obviously. There is the FDC, and I was there. It's called the Federal Detention Center. It's in Overtown, and I was actually right next to when the old Heat used to play down there. And I was used to watch, the crowds. I was in that place. It's called Federal Detention Center, Miami. And I was actually, and that's why I am 52224-004. 004, anybody wants to know, in the federal system, that is where you come from. So your last 3 digits are where they process you, the FBI. And they process me in Miami. But look at this. Looking out over the yard, you don't see that. Right off the thing, jump at me. You're not going to see them on the yard like that where they can look through that. That really isn't the case. They have it a little bit farther away.
Yeah. Do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
There we go. The water, the stuff, starting it. I mean, that first of all, I like the music. I mean, Rockstar really puts energy and a lot of thought and process in these games. Well, they should. It's been 10 years, guys. And I didn't like what that happened at the end, but you'll check it out. There you go. You see the plane? You see the plane with the banner? See those all the time in South Beach, people. You totally do. You see them all the time. Yeah, I got a lighter quick, Simon, with our new lighters, too. Love it. Love it. Rockstar Games presents. The first thing I thought of when I saw those condos, I don't know if you guys know this, not long ago, probably maybe a year and a half ago, about a year and a half ago, a big condo like that fell. And it just fell. No warning, no storm, no windstorm. It literally just fell, and I don't know how many people died. 100 people or more died in that thing, and they were sleeping at night, and the whole half of a building goes down. The whole thing goes down into the ground. It was amazing, and that happened in Surfside. Surfside's a town just right. It's on the strip, way north near Bow Harbor. Look at this. Look at the picture you're looking at right now. You are looking at an airboat. That's what they call. People don't know it's an airboat. It can go over grass, wet grass in the back of the yard. It can go over. If it was dry, it would stick. It's pretty heavy. Those boats are actually heavy. But wet grass, it will slide over. It literally is nothing in the water. It's like on a piece of sheet metal. And it flies, and that's why they go through the Everglades. Now, did this strike anybody as a little wild? First of all, a ton of people on the beach, South Beach. That is true. If Rockstar has this many people in their game, it is going to be wild, people. Because you know how many times you could role play and have people on the beach doing something. I do like the diversity. And you see, if nothing else, Miami's like New York in the way of it. A lot of people call it Little New York. It's because it's a lot of diversity. And if you look, 3 African-American women, Colombia's a white woman and a black woman, and a white woman and a black guy. And look at the bodies. The one thing that struck me is all the women got big booties. You know, most of them big booties. I'm not into the big booties. Some are, some not. Also, look at the stimulation in this part of this video. They have a helicopter. They have a drone. They have a plane in the background. It's amazing what they can put into a video. You want to talk stimulation. This had somebody like me going crazy because I remember the time. There you go. I'm doing it again. Stopping a lot. They call them go boats. Go fast boats is what we used to call them. I used to hang out at a place called Shooters. Shooters is a bar in Fort Lauderdale, still there. In fact, I took Nick there not long ago. And it is right on the Intercoastal Waterway in Fort Lauderdale. And it was a drug place. You'd see all the people, drug dealers, come up with the go fast boats. And they're called cigarette boats as well. And that's a brand, cigarette boats. And they're the boats that are about sometimes 60 feet long, 40 feet long. And they got the big engines and they fly. Offshore race boats is that they are. In fact, Benihana's, the guy, Rocky Aoki, who was the founder of Benihana's, got busted for drug running. And it was one of those boats. But look at it. This is the Port of Miami. And you will see that, people. You will see that. And to be honest, I don't know if this is the Port of Miami or the Port of Fort Lauderdale, because I know there's a bridge there and the port's right on the right because I've been out that inlet many times. She said she cared about me. Now, you see what I just saw with the girl outside of the car? You'll see that. It was a wild time, man. And look what you're coming up on. Then you're seeing, I'm not going to call it the bad parts of town, but you're talking about high end, low end. This might be Little Haiti. They actually have a federal prison in Little Haiti and a halfway house in Little Haiti. Matter of fact, my good friend Paul, he was there. And I helped him out through there and a couple other guys. But look at it. And you're going to see junkyards. You're going to see a lot of dealings going on. And that is exactly what area we are now. And you know what made Miami so great or South Florida great? It's very diverse. And not only is it diverse economically. You will see rich areas and poor areas, unbelievable, very close, within blocks. And it's just the way South Beach is. That's why they have islands down in South Florida. And you see Hutch Island, stuff like that. Star Island. She tried to make me. Of course, my favorite place, Make It Rain. You see the sign right there, people? Make it rain. You know what that means? Throw those money up. Throw that money up, guys. Throw that money up. That's the way it is, man. That's just making it rain. And look at them, the strippers. And you will see that all the time. You see what I'm looking at here? You will see a woman doing that to a woman right there. You do see it. And that booty dance right there next to the pole will be doing that. And you're seeing a girl do it with her boyfriend or whoever the hell it is. And you'll see that. That's quite common. It's just what it is. So you guys will understand that when you see the Vice video. Man, look at that right there. I had to stop it here because look at that picture of the city. Now, where you are right here is Key Biscayne. Key Biscayne is a main road that goes off to an island, and that's looking back out at Miami. And that's Key Biscayne area. You see it, and it's so relevant to me because, again, I remember it. She thought it should be. All right, I had to stop it again really quick. I am sorry. I got to do it. I got to tell you what's going on here. Look at the cars here, people. Just look at them. You got a Ferrari, a Porsche, the blue one. You'll see in front of that maybe a McLaren and On the left, you have, that's a Corvette in GTA anyway. But look what you're seeing. You see the bum on the street with the 3 girls passing? You didn't see as much as that when I was around. There was too much money around, and there was too much drug money. There's too much stuff going on down there that you didn't see that. So totally didn't see that part of it. But today you'll see it. I was just down the strip not long ago, and I was staying on a hotel just right across, look, right in this area. And the restaurants and stuff, I went to a cigar event there, and it was pretty good. So, boy, is this exciting. Okay, hello. They even have a woman DJ. You'll see that. And people are rocking. Listen, if you go to South Florida, most people don't go out until midnight. Just the way it is. And that can be on a Sunday. Just the way it is. Oh, my favorite picture of all time is right here. I watched this trailer, people, 10 times, 15 times, 12 times, whatever. I watch it a lot. This is the actual bridge where the railroad went. The one on the right here is a railroad bridge. Flagler put out. And there's actually people there. That's there. I'm going to be going down to the Keys this week, and I will show you. I mean, I'm going to take a picture and put it up on my community page. This is all legit stuff you're looking at. See the bridgeway in the back, the way it comes around? That is there. So you are seeing an actual picture. What's not real in this picture, first of all, there's not a big boat you're seeing like that guy on the right there. The water is too shallow. You see that other big cargo boat on the left? That's not there as well. These aren't shipping lanes, people. They're not shipping lanes, but that bridge in that area is, and I think Rockstar is trying to tell you and show you, wow, this is what it is. You will see fishing boats. You will see small fishing boats and stuff like that. Like they call them the flatline bait, those kind of boats. Okay, what strikes you? Don't say what I think you're going to say. Yes, beautiful woman. Now remember who she is? She was the girl in the opening picture in jail, on parole, looking pretty good, looking pretty tight. What else do you notice in this picture? I noticed something. They are in a condo, either in Aventura, because I was in condos like that. This looks a little bit north, so it looks like Aventura, and that's an area in Miami. And you'd see all of these kind of balcony parties and stuff like that. Pretty wild. Beautiful and pretty wild. And you know what you see there, don't you? A lot of women. Great pictures. Guy getting an alligator out of a pool. Even before that, you saw these guys on a boat. I used to go on Michael Peters' boat, the Solid Gold. Solid Gold was a strip joint, pure platinum, solid gold, Jiggles. They have all these strip clubs down there in South Florida, and that's what it is. It's a crazy place, a fun, crazy place, and it's right there. Then they go to this guy, this wildlife guy, taking an alligator out of the pool. Yes, that happens. Alligator, I was living in South Florida not long ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and in my condo complex, and I was at a friend's house, and he lived out west, and an alligator literally went through his screened enclosure and went into the pool. What happens during breeding seasons, alligators are on the move looking for mates. And literally, you will wake up, don't jump in your pool, you better look. And there was a 7-foot alligator that went right through the guy's screened enclosure and went in the pool. And that's when the alligator, don't go near him. And they can outrun a horse. People go, what do you mean, La? An alligator in short bursts can outrun a horse. They fly. And don't think you can outrun it. You better zigzag. There you go. Booty dancing on top of a car. You would see that. Wow. Man, this game is so old. Man, I am so... my brain is in overload thinking how they're going to do these heists you're going to see here. I just showed you the street racing there, and now the 2 girls. What I did like what they did, they brought this into the 21st century easy. This is like Instagram. They all got messages on them, the pictures and stuff. So they thought this through. They really did. And this is the nightlife. Look at the Gator, man. Is that wild? And that has happened. Everything they're doing has happened. That's what makes it so fun. Now, are you looking at this right here, guys? I got right down to it and saw this. I don't know what this guy's doing. Grabbing his crotch, I guess, typical. But there is no 404. See, it says East 404 Vice Beaches, Port VC Keys. Keys, they said, but they didn't say Key West. They did say Keys. That all of that kind of stuff, the highway system looks like it. I wonder if they ever took just a flat picture and just run with it and changed it. I'm wondering if that's how they did it. The guy's running through the gas station, like this guy, the other guy. This next guy is pretty wild too, man. And you'll see crazy shit like this. See that? You know, I had to go through this thing 4 times. It took me to 4 times to say this guy's not naked. That guy was not naked. I thought he was. He's in a thong. Yeah, the guy was in a thong. Now, this girl with this American flag bathing suit top, I'm calling it. To me, she was the hottest girl in the whole video. I know it's mudding, it's whatever it is. They're in a pit. I never saw it with this many dirty cars and stuff like that, but obviously this is happening out west and they do it in other places. She's the hottie.
Well, look.
And look at this one. That is funny. That's all I'm going to say. Look what's in her hand. A claw hammer and a ball peen. Not a ball peen, like a metal shins hammer. Tin knockers hammer.
Who's back? The only way.
Now, I have to admit, I just did a video with Ned Luke, Michael DeSantis from GTA 5. At first, I thought that guy was Michael DeSantis, but Nick picked it out. It's not him. It's totally not him from the other game. Obviously, I connected with Ned. He cannot tell me, and he cannot tell anybody because of an NDA, is he in GTA 6? He can't tell anybody. Do I believe he is? Let's just say I do. I can't wait to see the capers and the storyline of GTA 6. I don't know if anything's been leaked, but this trailer, by far, was the best trailer I've ever seen at any movie, any game, anything I've ever saw. This trailer is one of the best. It has every second is stimulation. And I'm hoping, I was talking to Ned about that, and I said, I need to do the robberies in that. You guys know that. We even talked about Jay Kleitz. Jay Kleitz plays Lester in GTA 5, and I've interviewed him. Now I've interviewed Franklin, Lester, Michael now. I'm going to try to get Stephen Ogg, who played Trevor. That's my next one to try to get on.
We're going to get through this. Is by sticking.
Wow. Hey, look at that. Did you see that guy? Look like, at first it reminded me of Deadpool. If you remember Deadpool, they had the fire guy. The guy who could put himself on fire. Crazy stuff. That's what it looked at. Go back and tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's what it reminded me of. And you see this street biking? They take over roads. This was big time stuff, guys. You see it today in South Florida. You didn't see this in my day. You didn't see this in the 90s, where I think this is more based. But you're seeing it here, and I think they've kind of melded it. So it's going to be a really interesting game. And I am dying to see the heists and the missions they really set you out to do.
Together, being a team.
I love it. Look at him. Hey, listen, this girl, she's an OG, man. She's gangster all the way. Look who's leading the way. Wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen in my day because I was the boss. Look at this. Still coming. And how about that? They actually had an old, looked like a GTO in the game. You're not going to see many of those cars. They're all classics. And here's my gangster girl. Look what she's doing. She's sitting on the guy. This is when I thought it was Michael, to be honest. This is when I thought it. And you know why? You got to see this interview, people. You got to see my interview, 2-part interview with Ned Luke. Him and I are roughly the same age. In fact, Ned's a little older than me and looks better than me. I was a little jealous, I gotta say. Great guy. Great stuff. Explains stuff very well. You're gonna really learn a lot.
Trust.
Trust.
Again, if you're not picking up on something, in this little 1.5-minute trailer, I picked up on something big. This girl is by far a leading character in this game, probably one of the stars, and she's gangster, man. She's always leading the way. And they opened with her, and it seems like they're closing with her. So I think that's amazing. There you have it, people. GTA 6. Here's what I didn't like. They said it's going to be released in 2025. I got to wait another year and maybe year and a half for the release. Wow, talk about milking it. But with a company like Rockstar, for them to do it the way they're doing it, obviously this trailer said so much to me. A guy who's been on TV, a guy who's been behind the scenes, a lot of thought, a lot of preparation. That video was the best video I've ever saw, ever, by a movie, by a TV show, or something coming out, a game. It's stimulation from second 1 to second 130. So that's what it is, a 1.5-minute video of total stimulation. What I'm going to do right now, and I don't know what we're going to do with this video, but I'm going to play the whole video right now and let you guys, and I'm not. Excitement from second 1 to second 130, like I said. And if you notice one thing in this video, nowhere do they show somebody who was in the prior games. And that is done on purpose, obviously, because you see that, and whether somebody's in it or not, I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, guys, I want to check just to let you know about my Crooked Diamond cigars are out for the whole month of December. We have a whole sale going out because of the holidays. Our great lighters are here. Look at this lighter. Literally put a hole in a can the other day in 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Yes, this is a torch for whatever you want to smoke, whatever you want to heat in a bowl or whatever. It's right here. All you got to do is this. And look at that. You're talking about an amazing, amazing thing right here. Well built, has a cigar punch. It has everything you could think of, and it has my diamond. Scratch resistant. You can't scratch it. You put your keys in your pocket with your lighter. It's going to be all right. Cigars are out. Gangster Redemption out. Finally, the cookbook. Everybody who bought that cookbook, who's been stuck in with me, is getting a bonus. So I'm telling you, getting a bonus. So, guys, have a great day. Please stay safe. Make good choices. And comment, subscribe, pass this on. Please, it helps me keep doing these videos. Loving the content. I might get in trouble by YouTube a lot. It is who I am. Check us out on all our platforms, my podcast as well. Have a great day. Stay safe.